Hello and welcome to another episode of Kuma's Kitchen. There's a little story behind today's recipe. See, whenever I'm picking up tour groups from a cruise ship in Tempozan. Tempozan is the Osaka cruise port. Now when you go out there from 7:30 in the morning, there's a little cafe I love to go out there. It's called 9 Borden. I think it's named after Borden Street in Toronto because the guy who owns the restaurant spent a year in Toronto. He's from here, but he spent a year over in Toronto and he learned how to make sandwiches like we eat in Canada, like grilled ham and cheese. His grilled ham and cheese sandwiches, wow, it just, brings back memories. He also makes a fantastic tuna melt. So guess what? Today we have, and I'm making my tuna melt a little different. I call this the Great Caper Tuna Melt Sandwich. Cheese in there. You know me and cheese. But there's also capers in there. And as I was thinking of the Great Caper, I was like, yeah, you remember the Great Muppet Caper? Yeah, of course that came to mind. Yeah, but this is just a Great Caper, and because there's a lot of capers in here, not too much. You don't want to overpower the tuna, but there's tuna in here, a lot of Gouda cheese, and yeah. Yeah, it's an easy sandwich to make, so let's go in the kitchen and make it right now. Alright, we're going to make 2 sandwiches. So here's the ingredients for 2 sandwiches. Across the front, I've got 3 tablespoons of mayo, I've got 1 tablespoon of capers, I've got 1 clove of garlic crushed, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then the tuna itself. That is one of the 5-ounce or 140 gram cans, the larger can of canned tuna. Well, so stuck for a second there. Then I've got over here, I've got Gouda cheese. That's 7 ounces or 200 grams of Gouda cheese, grated, and 4 slices of bread. Now, it could be a white bread like I'm using today, or you could use maybe a rye or something like that. I mean, you could switch around different types of breads and have fun with them. That's the bread I picked up today. And then I do have back here another, 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. That's for when I'm cooking. That's just for spreading on the bread, so I never know exactly how much we're going to use. So, first thing I want to do, let's put the bread cut off to one side and put that over there too. What I want to do, cheese is going to go over there. Just going to mix the tuna. I'm going to add in the mayonnaise. Let's get you up there for a second. A little bit more. A little bit of mayonnaise in there. Let's add that garlic too while we're at it. We've still got this in hand. And we might need this for the capers. Let's see. Capers. Yeah, no, they all came out. Okay. Capers, pepper, salt. Then all you're going to do is blend that up. It's really easy to make. Great if you want to avoid a hot kitchen. You just want to quickly make either lunch or dinner. We're having this for dinner tonight. You just kind of mix that around until that's all looking pretty good. All right. Okay. Now what I like to do here, let's put that off to one side for right now. Get that plate out of here too, we don't need that. Let's get those slices of bread across there. Now, first of all, so with that extra mayonnaise we got, let's put a little bit on the inside too. Just a little skiff. That one could use just a wee bit more. So it's just kind of my feel. Kind of see how much it takes up. Alright, so we probably used about half of that mayonnaise for that. Now, what I do with this tuna is divide it up between 2 slices of bread. So, some on there. Some on there. Let's see. A little bit more on there. A little bit more on this one. And just kind of spread it out across Smelling good. I wish you could smell this. It's really nice smell in here. Aroma. Sounds better than smell, doesn't it? All right. There we go. I think the rest of this could go on this one here. All right, that's it. Okay, so that part's done. How easy this is. Then, oh, a little piece went over to the side here. The cheese. Again, divvy that up. Kind of work it in there. Now, you could use sliced cheese, and that's fine. Like sometimes sliced cheese. I just find that this melts nicer when it's all already grated like this. Just tends to melt more into a nice gooey mess, which is what I want. Alright. You just kind of work it in there like that. Same over in this one over here. Alright, that looks perfect. Good. Now, just flip over this piece of bread on top of there. Squish that down. Same with this one here. And just kind of flatten those out. Now, about half of this mayonnaise is going to go in this top part. Because this first part's going to get cooked. And then when we got in the pan, we can mayonnaise the other side. Now, I know you can use butter for this. And in the past I always used butter, but I just find mayonnaise works better on this. Alright. Ooh, a little caper fell at the back. That's for me. Alright, let's bring this up kind of a medium low. We don't want it too high. We want it not to cook too fast because we want that cheese to melt. Oh. About there. Medium, low. And then in it goes. Now, I think I can only do one in this pan. I'm still getting used to this new pan. Yeah, I can do one at a time. So we'll do one, and I'll do the other one afterwards. Right. Oh, a little piece of tuna just fell outside, so that's mine. All right, so we're going to cook that for about 4 to 5 minutes. And then, that should be just good and nicely brown. Going to flip it over. See you back here in a couple of minutes. Alright, that's been going for just about 5 minutes. A quick look underneath. Oh yeah, browning nicely. Perfect. So what I do now is, before we flip it, we'll put some mayonnaise on this side. About half of that, because the other half I'm going to save for that one over there. Alright. That's looking good. And we do the carefully the flip. Oh yeah. There we go. And I just give it, again, tamp it down a little bit. And now for the second half, while it's cooking, another 4 or 5 minutes, I'm going to put a lid on there. That's going to hold more of that heat in, help that cheese to finish melting. Alright. See you back here in a couple of minutes. Alright. That's it. Cooked on the other side. Cheese nicely melted in there. Put that on there. Let's get the other one started. Down there. Alright. Okay. Well, that's cooking. Let's get this one cut. So, alright. A little question for you. If you could answer down below in the comments. Which way do you like to cut? Straight cut? Diagonal cut? Which one's better? I'm going to go for a straight cut today. There we go. Try not to squish things. There. Oh, look at that cheese in there. That's looking good. So, there we go. That's a little piece right there. That's our first sandwich. Now, careful. We got have some of our cheese melting outside. I'm going to move that directly to the plate. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? Oh, yes. In a couple of minutes, that one will be ready too. That's going to be dinner tonight. Hey, if you like this recipe, well, do stick around. More original Kevin Riley Kuma's Kitchen recipes here on the channel. Whoa, that was dripping all over the place. I love drippy cheesy sandwiches. All right, this could be a nice dinner tonight. This could be your dinner. So, go make these and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.